Hello. So this is an important video. So I have been scammed, but I want to make sure that you guys don't fall for the same thing. Apologize that I'm wearing a coat that makes me look a little bit like I'm the bad guy from Despicable Me, but it is what it is. Um, I just want to make sure that you kind of see the pitfalls of this particular scam. I want to show you how they do it because I was scammed for like half an ETH, so it's not small. But there is a method to get away from having it happen to you. So I want to show you that. If that's what you're here for, then smash the like button, hit subscribe. There's a thing in life called Schadenfreude, so some people will take great enjoyment from it. It's the joy of other people's downfalls. It's a German word, but it Schadenfreude. It basically means that. And the psychology behind getting scammed is because at the time you want to try and do something different. So you may have heard of trade and bots and all these different kind of things, and it makes sense. I think that there may be one or two really good trading bots out there that people have developed. I don't know. I haven't got any, but it came onto my radar, and I was thinking this would be interesting because maybe it'd be good to like earn some passive ETH, while you're working and doing all your other bits and pieces, and then each day or each week or each month or whatever, you could use your passive ETH and then go and buy, other projects and just build your bags a bit quicker and in a simpler way. But obviously, nothing's dead easy. Things do take time, and scammers will take advantage of the fact that you want to do something fast or you want to build your bag, whether it be ETH or anything else, faster, so then you can, ultimately get your bull run goal achieved. This is an interesting quote. Obviously, you've probably heard this before. I've spoken about it before, but it's like Warren Buffett said, the stock market is a wonderfully efficient mechanism for transferring wealth from the inpatient to the patient. Now, we've put in a lot of work over the past, a few years, couple of years, 2.5 years, building up bags and wanting to try and achieve certain things. So, you get to a point where you go, right, well, I've got this and I'm doing that. I want to sacrifice this to try and get something a bit more. Not sacrifice the entire thing, that'd be crazy, but you put a percentage into something else. So, and when it says the stock market, it can mean any financial instrument or any financial sector, markets, cryptocurrency being one of them. So I'll show you, you've probably seen a lot of these videos, and I want to make sure you don't fall for this. I'm an idiot in this regard. I did as much base level due diligence as I probably should. Probably should have gone a lot deeper. Probably should have looked into it a lot more. But the old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, then it genuinely is, in this particular regard. So you get videos like this. So this was one here. This was from Web3 Traders Den, and it's basically just saying that he was going to keep it to his private community, shared it or whatever. And what you tend to find is, now the reason why I thought, oh, this will be okay. So you have all the step-by-step instructions here, how to get your MetaMask or a particular MetaMask. I used a different one, but you get a MetaMask on there, and you can basically, what will happen is the bot will go out and it'll trade on ETH for you without you having to do anything. It'll buy things, it'll notice market changes, and it'll take advantage of that by buying things that are undervalued, selling them when they're overvalued, and things like that. So the method itself is sound in terms of that's what you want to do. You want to buy low, sell high, essentially. And if there's something that can automate that. So with the rise of AI and crypto, and obviously we've been saying about this for a while, that AI is going to take over. This is basically, they said, they went on ChatGPT, they built this code, and I'll show you exactly the websites that they'll tell you to use, so you know that how to not follow this if you ever have this happen, or you watch a video like this and you think it's going to be something that's really, really good. I read all the comments as well. All the comments were saying, "Oh yeah, it's great, it's working," and because it wasn't outlandish as well, it wasn't saying, "Oh, I done 1 ETH and I've now got 100 ETH in 24 hours." It was always about like 0.3 ETH a day and things like that. So you're thinking, although that's good, very good, you're thinking, oh well, it's not outlandish, so could it be actually something that works? So you go through, and these are all basically how they did it. They give you a thing that you can copy and paste and put it into your remix, which I'll show you in a minute, which basically builds the bot for you. But then if you go through all the comments, they're all like really, really positive. Everyone's delighted about it. But then, because I don't delete YouTube comments, you can comment what you want in the bottom of my comments. I don't delete them. but other people do. These guys do, because obviously they don't want to see everyone loads of messages saying scam, 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 scam. And it is a scam, 100% a scam. And this is another one. So Cohen DeFi did exactly the same thing. But if you notice, and there's about 20 of these out there, so I'm sure you may have come across one. Hopefully you weren't silly enough to engage with it. But again, very similar in terms of its description, shows you there like all the comments, how easy it is to do, and how it just basically works on autopilot. And you're thinking, well, that'd be nice, little passive income on the side while you're doing other things. I get the logic behind it and why you'd want to do that. I would still want to do that. That would be something that would be really, really good. However, does it exist is another matter. I'm sure there's some people out there that are using crypto trading bots and doing well, maybe 5% here and there. Great, that's fantastic. If it works well for you, you'd have to let me know some of them, because this particular one that I gave a little go to, it certainly didn't work. But there is a lot of these videos, a lot of them out there. YouTube aren't taking them down either, even though they are full up scams. I even got contacted because on Telegram by one of these scammers telling me it's definitely not a scam, because I'm like, no, I'm making a video. I've got to show people this is definitely a scam. And they're like, no, it's not a scam. It's not a scam. I'm like, no, it is 100% a scam. I can see how you've done it. I know how it works. I've back sort of engineered it, reverse engineered it to see how you've done it. So basically what it is, they send you to a place called this, which is remixdev.app. And how it basically works is they'll give you like a code to copy and paste and put into here and create this bot, and then you run it on your MetaMask, and you basically, it creates a smart contract. And then what that does is it takes you to your Etherscan, and you can check, oh yeah, the contract's been made, that's great. And you come back and you're like, right, so that's all working. And then you click the start button, which is down here in like red. And what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to go in and trade, the buys at lows, sells at highs, and works out different things based on this algorithm. But it's all bullshit. What it does is it transfers your ETH after you've set up the smart contract to theirs. However, there's a few different ones on this particular scam. So there's a few different ETH addresses where this ETH goes to, because what you're essentially supposed to be able to do is press stop and then withdraw, and it goes back to your MetaMask, and then you can redo it again, as many times as you want. But this is all nonsense. Like, this whole thing is all set up. It's clever. I mean, it's more technical than someone like me would be able to come up with. I just know how to buy, hold, sell when necessary, kind of do the regular crypto stuff that we always talk about. But I thought it'd be nice to maybe do something a little bit different, see if we can, find other avenues in order to bring more profit in, and hopefully ultimately help you guys as well as myself. But also when something goes wrong, because a lot of people probably won't tell you when they get scammed, and I think that's wrong. I think you have to tell them the whole journey. If you've got an audience of any kind, you should tell them the whole journey, just so they know that you will make mistakes as well as everyone else in the crypto sphere. So I've made mistakes. Will other YouTubers come out and say, "Oh yeah, I got scammed as well"? I don't know, but this, I think it's better for us as an audience and as together, because we're going on this journey together. Anyone who's been subscribed for a good length of time, it's interesting that that it can happen to anyone, and it's happened to me. So I want to show you how it happened to me to try and prevent it happening to you, because I don't want to see any of you lose anything in the bull run or at any point during crypto. But this is how they did it. So then it takes you here. So this is your kind of Etherscan. You've all seen this before. So this particular one, where it's claimed a lot of ETH, is currently sitting at $112,000 worth of ETH value, 27.6 ETH. But there's multiple ones of these. So each clever, I'm not saying they're not clever, but each clever scam has managed to get their own code in there. So each of these ones have different addresses. Now, the likelihood is they're going to get caught, because they're not going to be able to get that out without it being flagged somewhere. But I just found it amusing that the people who were, one of the people who were running it was messaging me telling me not to make a video about it, when I'm like, well, hang on, it's a scam. And they were adamant that it wasn't, and it works fine, and it 100% doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't. They've deleted all the negative comments in their YouTube videos, and there is loads. There is probably a good 10 that I've seen that I've found that are promoting this same scam. And this is basically how it works. So you put your ETH in, you're waiting for it to start. You run the bot, you're waiting for it to start trading, and it takes your ETH away, and there's 0 ETH. And unfortunately, I've not been scammed in the crypto sphere. I mean, labs probably, but not like this. So you get that horrible gut feeling. Oh fuck! I've just given that away, and it is fuming. You get that gut wrenching feeling, and I get, for anyone who's already been scammed, I know how you feel. If you have had this happen to you, get it in the comments below. Let me know. I think that you can report it to YouTube. You can get their videos taken down. You can report the actual contract address and things like that to FBI and things like that, and they can track them for when they obviously try and withdraw it. So they will get caught. Essentially, that's not the issue. The issue is that obviously the money that you've lost or the money that I've lost that we would then put into a DCA play or we put in somewhere else, we don't have. So we have to go and earn that back now, and it's frustrating, right? So I know this video is a little bit different, and we're not talking about particular projects or coins and things like that. And I know it is different, but I still think it's important for me to make this video so you guys know that it can happen to anyone, and it will happen to anyone. So the takeaway, I guess, is if it does seem ridiculously too good to be true, then maybe it's worth doing a far deeper dive to prevent this happening to yourselves, because I don't want it to happen to anyone, particularly anyone in my audience, but anyone anyway. Not even if you're not subscribed here, if you just watched this video out of by accident, then I just hope you take away that key point that sometimes you need to not do certain things and stick to the principles that we've always been speaking about on the channel. With that being said, I don't want to take too much more of your time up about this particular subject. If anything happens in the future, or if any of you guys have had the same thing happen to you, then maybe we'll make a follow-up video and we'll get maybe a few people on. Maybe we could discuss it, or maybe we can, we'll figure something out. We'll look at how bad this is. If you can, smash the like button. It always helps. I've got to try and reclaim some of my ETH now. So if you can subscribe as well, that'd be great. I would really appreciate it. We're hoping to get to kind of 5,000 subscribers as quick as possible. I don't think it'll happen before Christmas, but let's see what we can bring in the new year. Wherever you're in the world, whatever you are doing, have an amazing day. Have an amazing evening. And as always, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.